Is it really fair to call builders greedy and say they're taking advantage of buyers for getting as much profit as the market will bear? It's no secret that these things are for-profit companies competing in the free market economy. If a family absolutely needs to have a home right now and they have to pay up, doesn't matter one bit what you are used to seeing. Is it fair to call them greedy if they're taking advantage of the market, of the freaking pandemic to make more money? Then yes, it's fair to call them greedy. And yes, this is a capitalist society, but you know what? There's also free speech in the society. So as long as free speech exists, I'm going to continue to educate people to know what's going on. Hey home girl homie, how are you today? In my last video, I talked about how new construction builders are taking advantage of first-time home buyers. In today's video, we're going to look at your guys' comments, react to them, and give you my opinions and thoughts about what you guys are saying. Let's get to it. Laurie said, hey, Javi, I'm in the Phoenix area and I've been eyeing this new development for months. They just released prices at the end of July and the model I wanted was $319. It hasn't even been a month and it's now $344. The average family cannot afford new or resale. I've been preparing for years and now it seems like we don't have to wait for things to settle down. Laurie, welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Yeah, it's insane. Really, like, what is that? Hasn't been literally like 2 weeks and they already increased the price by $25,000. And some things people didn't understand is when I meant price increase, I don't mean like, oh, they're gonna raise the price once. These builders do it regularly, like every 2 weeks, every week, every month. So you guys are gonna start noticing a huge drastic increase. Laurie, I hope everything works out, and please know that when you need my help, I'll be here for you. Whisker says, housing bubble 2.0. Just wait 6 to 18 months and wait until you find a good bargain. Here's the problem with this logic. You're expecting or you're predicting things to go down. No one knows what's going to happen. I don't think it's wise to just say, hey, you're going to find good bargains down the road, because I would be careful with such black and white thinking. Nika says, I signed on a new build here in Austin and the same house across the street is $20,000 more because of lot premium. That's wild. You know what's crazy about that, Nika? Those people will never get that value back. 5 years from now, things are normal. You decide to sell your house and that person decides to sell their house. Let's say it's the same exact house. Do you think just because they got a little extra room to fart in the backyard, they're going to get $20,000 more? And I think you made the right choice by going $20,000 cheaper for the house across the street. Trial Practice says, I'm a little outside of Atlanta and I just went under contract for a new build. Since we went under contract in July, the builder has had 3 price increases and anticipates we could have over $50K in equity at the completion of the subdivision. The only incentive we received was half the closing costs if we used their lender. See, this is the thing that builders love telling people is like, oh, you have $50,000 of equity. Do you really? If you bought a car from me, I call you and be like, dude, guess what? The car you just bought from me is worth $5,000 more. Congrats. And you're gonna be like, how? Well, someone else was trying to buy a car similar to yours and I was able to sell it for $5K more. They calls you again the next month. Hey man, your car's not worth an extra $10K more. Congratulations, you have $15,000 in equity. You're like, how? I got another sucker to pay more for the other car I had. Congrats, man. I'm good for you. You locked it in early. Great. I think if you lock in early, you have the great benefit of not being able to buy that inflated price. However, I will tell you this. Don't just think you have $50K of equity, okay? This is inflated. This is artificial. Don't take that to the bank. You just thank yourself for going in early, and whatever happens to the bump or whatever it's going to be, just hope that you make it out with some equity. I don't know if it'll be $50K worth, but you'll make it out with something. Random, but are you the guy from the video that's been made into a meme when he walks out all serious? Oh my gosh. That does look like me. That's so crazy. Listen, maybe that is me. That's so crazy. I've never seen this. Yeah. That's not me, guys. But stop making fun of me, okay? What is this? What is this thing anyways? This guy. Oh, he sheltered terrorists to kill many people in France. He claims it didn't know they were terrorists. Oh, maybe I shouldn't associate myself with that guy. No, that's not me. And yes, I get comments all the time. I look like him. I look like Seth Rogen. Anita Adams asks, when in the process, do you have to decide if you're going with the builder's lender? Great question, Anita. It doesn't matter if you're pre-qualified with the lender prior or if you're planning on getting a second opinion. Most builders will require you to at least qualify with their lender. Even though you're not going to end up using them, they need to verify that you're going to qualify before they start building. So yes, they're going to force you to get a second opinion from their lender, and you can choose, because it's illegal for them to make you pick their lender, but they sure as heck make it very attractive, and they're probably going to match your other lender, and it's going to be very, very aggressive. So yeah, that's how usually that process works. Bianca, please answer in your next video. I bought my house last year thanks to all your advice. Now I need homeowner. Please help. Okay, let's go. Last September we got a house for 185. Put 20K down. 165. Our interest rate was 4.5, and we want to refinance to a 15-20 year loan. My question is if we should refinance. Some people say do it now. Others say rates are going to drop. What do you think? Bianca does. First of all, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I recently refinanced my house like maybe 2 months ago. And it was like when the rates were like in the 3s or low 3s. No, I didn't know what was going to happen in the future. All I knew is that the rates were low and I wanted to take advantage of it because I think I bought 2-3 years ago and I was in the 4s or 5s. And I did it. And I saved like $400 and I was happy. Now, granted, the interest rates are even cheaper now. How do I feel about it? Do I feel down? Do I feel like, man, I'm such a sucker, I should have waited? No, I made the right decision based on the information I knew at the time. I thought maybe they can go down, maybe they could go up. I don't know. All I know is I want to secure what's in front of me right now. Honestly, I would just do it as soon as possible. Because guess what? When you start your refinance, you can't lock it in today anyways. You lock it in like a few weeks from now. Jessica Brown, don't tell me that, Javier. That's what we are looking at buying, and we don't plan on moving until February because that's when our lease is up. Do you think things will change then? First of all, Jessica, I don't think you should rush your process. If you're waiting for your lease to end, then obviously you can wait. I'm not making that video to scare you. If it's January or December and things are still super inflated and like you saw the new builds go from 300 to like 600 or 500, then something's not right. If you're noticing lenders are like, hey, let's go with adjustable rate mortgages to make the prices more affordable for people, or you start seeing things that just seem off, then you should probably wait. I mean, at the end of the day, you should buy when you're ready. If you're not ready to buy until February, you shouldn't be scared about what's happening now. All you can do is evaluate in 3 months prior to February if you're ready to buy. Okay? Try not to worry. Try not to stress out. Just continue to stay educated. Keep an eye on what's going on and make the informed decision when it's time. Matthew Tucker, very location specific. There should be a disclaimer. Put 2 new constructions in North Carolina in the last 2 months. It's a hot market. I haven't seen a lot of things you're talking about. First and foremost, you can tell when realtors comment. The realtors are always like, nah, bro, it's not true. I don't need to give a disclaimer that I'm just talking about Phoenix, Arizona, because I literally say it multiple times. I'm in Arizona, I'm in Arizona, I'm in Arizona. I'm not a national realtor. And I think the majority of the YouTube audience, which by the way are pretty intelligent people, know that I'm in Arizona and I don't talk for the national real estate. However, Mr. Realtor, why is the majority of the comment section agreeing with what I have to say? You have to admit you're in the minority. You can't just be in this little bubble and say, things are okay. My state's okay. Think, okay, great. It's good for your state, but doesn't mean the rest of the country is not doing great. So we're not allowed to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how YouTube works. In North Carolina, you guys are doing great. But to go and comment on somebody's videos saying, hey, this is location specific, you need to do this, that, or the other. Okay, whatever. Last one. Is it really fair to call builders greedy and say they're taking advantage of buyers for getting as much profit as the market will bear? It's no secret that these things are for-profit companies competing in the free market economy. If a family absolutely needs to have a home right now and they have to pay up, doesn't matter one bit what you are used to seeing. Yeah, I mean, I get it. We're in a capitalist country and people are allowed to make money. But here's my problem, Mr. CB. I still highly believe it's important to be educated about what's going on. If somebody is purposely, in the word, price gouging and increasing their prices at a tremendous rate to benefit themselves and not necessarily the buyers that are buying, they deserve to be called out. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, or you're willingly knowing getting into it or you're not getting into it, people deserve to be educated. Is it fair to call them greedy? If they're taking advantage of the market, of the freaking pandemic to make more money, then yes, it's fair to call them greedy. And yes, this is a capitalist society, but you know what? There's also free speech in the society. So as long as free speech exists, I'm going to continue to educate people to know what's going on. And that's all the time we have for today, guys. Thank you so much for the time. I hope you guys are enjoying these reaction style videos. I certainly love making them. I think my schedule from now on will be to make a video early in the week about a topic, and then maybe 2 or 3 days later do a reaction video to that topic so I can answer your guys' comments. Other than that, guys, I thank you so much for your time. If you're looking for a real estate agent in the Phoenix, Arizona area, my information's below. Also got a bunch of goodies there to educate you guys and prepare you for your home goals. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Have a good day.